Okay, so there we go. Starting the video. I'm just gonna one-shot this commentary. Never recorded something like this before, so forgive me if it's not perfect. But anyway, this is a game I played earlier where playing Zac Jungle in this full challenger lobby, and you know, I thought it would be a good example to kind of just talk about what I'm thinking, and I think it's a good showcase for you know, how I play. Because right now I'm the rank 1 Zac on NA, and I don't think many people know what kind of playstyle I have. I'm pretty not that well known, so you know, I'll just like put this out there as an example for anyone who's curious. But anyway, so in this game we have like some pretty crazy CC with like Zac, Malphite, Nautilus. Obviously I start topside because it's a Malphite. Like, I don't know why you'd ever path to a Malphite lane, really. Unless bot is just like so doomed. But yeah, I just do like a pretty normal clear. I have like the pretty standard Aftershock runes, so nothing too crazy there. My clear isn't like that efficient, but you know, it's good enough. I don't do anything crazy. You can't like double camp anymore and all that. I go blue smite because I just think that it's just like broken, and you don't need the green one because you already have so much sustain in your clear. So like, I don't know, just go blue. I don't, you know, it like helps you snowball later in the game. It's good. I think I use it later in this game too. Okay, so what I noticed is that their bot lane walked into my jungle, so that's why I scanned there. They probably put a deep ward. I also noticed that Wukong shows up, and he has red buff, so he 3-camped topside, took his red buff, and now he's kind of like in the river, right? So instead of doing my Gromp, I just like kind of use this blast, or this little vision thing to see where he is. He's not in the river, so I'm like, he's in my jungle. So I'm like, okay, if you're in my jungle, I'm going for this. I'm going for this gank. So the Wukong goes for the 4-camp mid, and I go for this bot gank here. It was pretty free because Nautilus landed the hook, right? I E behind the Jinx just in case like she flashes, because if I E on top of her and she flashes, then it's pretty bad. So I E behind her there, and I flash just to make sure, you know, Aphelios doesn't die. Maybe it wasn't needed, but you know, I do it anyway. Smite this. I ping top scuttle. I know Wukong hasn't done his chickens or his Krugs yet, so there's a good chance that he's still bot side right now as soon as he respawns. So he probably goes Krugs, chickens, and then ganks mid. Yeah, so we see him mid and then he crosses through, probably takes top scuttle. That would make the most sense. So now I just go for this. Instead of resetting, I go for bot gank here because looks free. You know, there's no wards here. So I wait for the Nautilus to get the CC. He flashes it. Yeah, I don't think we could have gotten a kill there just because it's Braum. He's a little bit too tanky. But we get his flash, and then we go for a little reset here. Yeah, pretty good start. I always get lucidity boots and a dark seal if I can. it just like, it's like the perfect snowballing combo. If you can get both of those, you're just, you know, you clear your jungle faster with the cooldown reduction. Oh yeah, so while I ganked bot, Wukong obviously, you know, takes my entire top side here. Because he saw that I overstayed a little bit. So I see Malphite's gonna get 6 soon. So I'm like, maybe I can gank here through the lane. But he pings me off because he wants more XP. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I know my top side's gone, so I have nothing else to do but hover him here. I control ward this, so this is a good spot for me to sit. I'm like pinging the cannon. I'm trying to stay out of range of it. He gets 6 and he just like solo kills him anyway, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, he's dead. Awkward. I go this way to avoid vision on the scuttle. I see Wukong top, so I'm like, okay, I'll just take my bot side now. Oh no, I go into his bot side jungle because I see him top. I tried to walk through the lane and I'm like, oh, I can't walk there, so I'll just E over here. Take his camps that just respawned. It's kind of hard to gank a Syndra because, you know, she has her E, but if I see her use her E, then, you know, I have a chance to actually gank her. So I'm just like, I think I do gank her here. Yeah, so she uses her E and I'm just like, okay, I'm on my way. Like, she doesn't ever E up. Go for the E, landed Q. And she flashes. I probably should have held my Q a little bit longer there. I keep the ward up alive a little bit longer just to see if I can Q and auto her again if she's like greedy or something, but she just goes for the wave. Yeah, so it's a bit awkward now, this part, because I don't really have a good way to clear my jungle, and my mid laner just dies, and he's like kind of upset because he's like, Syndra just flashed, gank me again, and then he solo dies. But I go for this, she jukes my Q, but Nautilus is here for the roam and he just gets it, he picks it up himself. So yeah, a little bit awkward, but whatever. It's fine. Aphelios dies because our support roamed for that. Even though I'm really low right now, I know where Wukong is, and I'm not really afraid of getting invaded, so I can just like keep clearing. I'm pretty sure I just I take Krugs and then I go for, I think I get Rift because Aphelios is just like spam pinging that Wukong's bot. He used Flash R. We have mid prio. He's pinging it. So I'm like, okay, let's just take it. Top mid of prio, and we have good ultimates. Wukong has nothing. Looks free, so we go take it. Yeah. I'm looking to reset here pretty soon though, because I have a bit of cash on me. I can get a quick Bammies. Gives me more damage, better clear speed and all that. It's good. But yeah, Zac does not clear Rift that fast, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure Wukong is top right around now. Yeah, so he goes for the... Instead of going to Scuttle to contest that, he just ganks top. So I probably should have pinged that, but... I look mid. Could be warded, I don't know. Go for it anyway. So when she picks up that minion, I'm pretty sure she can't E. So I go for that. And I R flash behind her after the Orianna ult. I don't flash ult, so you have to R flash. I don't know, I see people do that sometimes. And I just go straight bot because they're fighting, and I'm like, oh, I'm just here. She gets rooted, so I try to chain it, but she flashes. And then we get a couple kills. It's really weird how, like, I had like 1200 gold and now I have like 2000. something. And then I use Rift here. I'm thinking Aphelios might have wanted to share that for an item or something. He's pinging that Wukong spot, but like, you know, I don't think he could have killed us both. But I guess he didn't need an item that badly. He didn't want to risk it. But yeah, I get Bammies, Aegis, and a Ruby Crystal here. I kind of split my my build. Oh, that was a little bug. I split my build where I just rush Bammies and I sit on it as if it's like a full item. I kind of do that because I just like, I don't know, I think Bammies is like really strong, so I always like just like sitting on it, kind of like how you would with like a Negatron cloak. You can just kind of sit on it just from the stats alone, so I kind of do that, and I don't like desperately need my mythic that soon, so I kind of just delay it. My bot lane is pinging to contest this dragon, so I'm like, okay, I'll look, see if they're low. They're not low. My mid laner's not even close. Their mid laner's here. I'm just like, okay, no, we're leaving. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, I can't fight that one, so we just give that and continue to clear. I think I look bot here though. It's like, I don't know, I think they path just weirdly. Like, Braum is like engaging for some reason. Nautilus slams that crazy hook. And then, yeah, like, I don't know. They're kind of just trolling here. So, I already have like 8 stacks on my Dark Seal. It's great for me. This is great. I'm getting like all these kills. I got my Dark Seal stacking. I have so much gold. This is like a perfect start for me. I queue the Wukong and hit the turret just to see if like they're trying to fight or not. They didn't want to fight, so I don't know. I thought maybe we could chain CC him and kill him, maybe with Ignite and all that, but maybe Aphelios is or something, I don't know. I'm thinking about, like, do I maybe go Magi's? I didn't end up going it because I was like, game is still losable, so I don't want to just like go all in just yet. This is a pretty important decision I made. I have no camps up bot side, right? And their bot lane just respawned, so I'm like, these guys are hard pushing, so I'm just gonna gank them again. Jinx has no flash. They're gonna think I'm top side because my top camps are spawning. I sit on the edge of that bush. I get max range. He can only see me if he places a Korean ward, which he does. But it's just a little bit too late. And it's just like a free kill. Just a free kill. Land the E on her. I Q her and I wait it out for as long as I can. I just like put the leash on her, let her walk it out, and then I like pull her back. I do that a lot. You'll see me do that again if you missed it. But yeah, free kill. And then I can look for my top side here. Wukong is probably in my shit, right? So yeah, so he's here. This is great. We're happy to fight here. We're so strong. We just chain CC. Wukong, he's dead. I don't use my E, and I wait for the Syndra E. Boom. Yeah, I hold my E since it's on such a long cooldown, and Syndra can just cancel it. I just wait for her to use it before I use it. I step out of the way of Braum, Q her, and then Braum starts running away so I don't auto him. But I just E on top of him, and then land the Q2 on him, so it was pretty nice. And also brought them together, so it would have knocked both of them up with the Nautilus ult on the Syndra, but she flashed away. I think Braum just died, but you know, the idea is there. Sometimes when like someone gets fizz ulted, you can Q the person with the fizz ult on them, and then auto another person, and you can like hit 2 people with the fizz ult. You can do that with Nautilus ult too, so I think that's a cool interaction that you can do sometimes. I'm just trying to get out of here. My My whole team is pinging on their way though. So I'm like, oh, maybe this is fightable, like 3v3. Right? But then like Syndra comes out of nowhere and stuns me and I get one shot and I'm like, oh shit. I didn't see the Syndra. But I'm pretty sure this fight still ends up being pretty, like, not bad. Like, it's not good for us, but it's still, like, you know, it's not bad. 3 for 4, but, you know, we had bounties, so it's, like, not the best, but I lose my Darksteel stacks. Actually, I'm still at 8 stacks, so it's not even that bad. But yeah, my KD is looking good. I have my Mythic now. I don't think I'll finish my jungle item in time for the dragon. I usually have that problem. I don't know why, but we go for Sunfire next. And yeah, I'm like almost 2 levels on this Wukong right now. Because we've just been getting so many kills and we're still even in farm. So he hasn't had the chance to really punish me this game. And I think it was kind of weird that Aphelios is still top right now when Dragon's spawning. And then they get ran down by, I think, like Wukong and Braum. I don't know, I think it's just like kind of strange. I thought we should have just like went for the dragon, but I guess it works out, so. We just go straight on the dragon. Take that. It's really slow. Zax's W damage, doesn't matter how much AP you have, it's capped against monsters in the jungle. So even if you have like 1000 AP, it'll still do the same amount of damage as if you have like, you know, like 100 or whatever. Take that. Wondering if Kennen is still bot. Looking at Rift Herald because Wukong's on it, he resets it. And then I'm like, well, if Wukong's top, his bot side's up, and Jinx is dead, so I should just be able to take his jungle, right? So that's what I do, I go in his jungle, take his stuff. But my team is hitting the Rift Herald, so they're like trying to contest it. And I'm just like trying to, you know, take his jungle and all that. So they end up fighting, which I think is a bit awkward for me, but it, you know, I guess they're far ahead enough that they're going for it. Wukong dies. Yeah, actually, I think like most of them die here, which is a bit awkward. You know, maybe I should have been there instead, but I don't know. I feel like we didn't need to be on it. I could have contested this because they don't have their jungler up, but like, I'm perfectly fine with just farming. You know. Like, I'm already so far ahead. I just took his bot side and I have my top side to take. Like, I'm not just gonna flip second rift like that. There's no point. So I go in Krugs here. Kennen is just like here for some reason, so whatever, we kill him. Get a shutdown, why not? Finish my jungle item. And then I have enough for my Sunfire and a Magi, so I just wait in base to finish the Magi's. At this point in the game, I'm like strong enough with 3 items to carry. What some people don't know is that if you have Magi's, it's like it counts as a legendary item, so you know you get your mythic passive off of that. It's actually the cheapest legendary item, so you get your mythic passive for really cheap there. It's a good spike if you're trying to spike your damage and stats. And since I had 10, you know, I go for it. Get the bonus move speed. Braum is caught out here. Oh yeah, there's like a bug that happens here. I'm like waiting to go back in and I charge my E and it just like instantly cancels. I have no idea why that happens, but it's really, really annoying. Go on Syndra, she cancels it. I flash to try and save him, but then I realize Jinx is here, so it's a bit awkward, but you know, land the Q on her. I don't know, she just like walked in melee range of me. It was kind of awkward by her. And we go back to farming. Lots of farming. You know, since we have our max level E, we're just like farming really efficiently here. I hover Aphelios because he pings he wants bot wave, and then he starts recalling, so I was like gonna hover him, but then he just like recalls anyway. And then I keep farming, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, the game kind of got really slow the past like 5 minutes. Not much has been happening, but you know, our team comp is just so much better, so we don't really need to like risk doing anything fancy. We're just winning by farming and keeping our lead. So this is a really big fight here. I'm looking for an engage here. I noticed they don't react to me standing here, so I just assume they don't know. I smite the banshees, and I just land the double knockup on their two like most important players. My ult also pushes the Kennen ult away, so it's just like the perfect fight, honestly. But yeah, really, I don't know why she bought banshees, to be honest. Like, I can just smite it away. It's like really simple. You just smite it like the second before you land. You can do it with Sivir shield as well. It doesn't work with Malzahar shield anymore because the shield lasts like 0.5 seconds after it's like activated. But you can do it with Banshees and Sivir shield as well. So I'm building into Demonic Embrace next. And I buy a stopwatch just because I'm so far ahead, and it gives me, you know, it secures my Magi's, lets me pull off some good plays, keeps me alive. It's just a good buy, I think. It's pretty underrated, I think, because it's just like, you know, you can stay alive with your passive Banshees and like the extra health you get with your Radiant and all that. You just like, you become unkillable, really. Oh yeah, I do it here, where I just like hold my Q, let her walk for a bit, and then pull her back. It's really funny. At this point, I think I'm like 3-4 levels on their jungler right now. Yeah, I'm 3 levels on him. He has 1 item, I have 3. Essentially 4. And yeah, we're just waiting for some good fights. Taking turrets. So this is weird. Kennen's just like here, and he flashes in, trades flashes, and then like Malphite gets this engage. I follow up. Yeah, and they just like all die basically. I use my stopwatch for the Syndra ult. I had passive, but like I might as well save my passive. But yeah, Malphite and Zac and Nautilus is just like so crazy. Like, I don't know, Jinx is just not allowed to play like any of their carries. We just have so much lockdown on them. I Baron up these minions because there's a big wave and their whole team's dead, so I just go for the split push. Taking this turret is really good. It gives me 550 gold. If you use your Q as an auto reset, it helps you take it a little bit faster. And I think the Q2 also does like bonus damage there. It did like 14 more damage or something. I don't know, it's a little bit weird. I upgrade to a full Zhonya's just so I can do it again. Like, I already have enough damage. I have 300 AP. With like Gathering Storm and my Magi's and this Blasting Wand and all that, so it's like, you know, I buy it just for the fun of having it. The game's pretty much over at this point. Our team is dead and my Nautilus is just like fucking around in their jungle for whatever reason. It's a bit weird why he's there. Just like trying to throw the game or something. Kennen gets caught out here, I believe. Just like for no reason. He gets snagged by that Jinx trap. Nautilus flash ults her. Jinx flashes. I be on top of her. There's nothing she can do. Like, that's what I mean, like... shit, you can't do anything there. Kinda doomed for an EDC. I'm looking for, with my Zhonya's, it's, you know how Syndra can cancel your E midair, but if you use a Zhonya's while you're midair, you actually become untargetable, but your E knockup still goes through. Which is very nice. This fight happens. Just whatever. Q him, E, auto attack him midair. Or like as soon as I land. Yeah, I could have used it here. I was kind of, after rewatching it, I could have used the Zhonya's to jump over the Jinx trap and still land my knockup. Would have been funny to showcase, but I didn't do it there. And yeah, I guess that's it. That was the full game. With a little bit of commentary, kind of like what's going through my head when I'm thinking, how I'm playing it out, and yeah. Just put that out there. Yeah, I don't know. How do you end this?